Hey, Planeswalkers, Mythras here. Hope you're doing well and staying safe. Today, we are back at it with Top Deck, the first one of Kaldheim. Super excited about this with the number 2 Boros Aggro deck by Jerry Thompson. So congratulations, Jerry, on this. Very, very nice. Really, really like the deck. Now, for those of you that are new, those of you that are returning, I appreciate you tuning in. We do have a lot going on for you here today. So please feel free to check out the timestamps down below. We'll talk about the deck strategy. We'll cover the list as well as the sideboard. And then we'll go into some competitive Magic here today in both best of 1 and best of 3. The season just reset. And we're playing in Platinum here for the February season. So it's pretty much like Mythic. So very, very excited about that. Now, if you do have questions or comments throughout the video, please let me know down below. Additionally, Planeswalkers, you can hop in the Discord channel, hang out with us. And last but not least, please feel free to subscribe to the channel down over there. And additionally, like the video if you like it. All right, let's hop into it here because we do got a lot to cover. So this is a Boros Aggro deck here. The whole premise of this deck is really about putting the need for the speed early game here. As you can see, everything's really, really low in terms of the curve. And then additionally, everything at the top end here is essentially a finisher minus Helvar. Now, this is a very, very cool card because essentially when this is attached as equipment, if that creature dies, you can go back to your hand. There's a really, really nice bounce that you can happen with Fireblade damage, pop it back in, equip, pop it back in kind of a thing. So very, very smooth, very fun that way. And a lot of other things that you can use here to bounce like Skyclave Apparition, those kinds of things as well. Now, the other big piece that we got here from Kaldheim is Showdown of the Scalds. So this card is becoming very popular, particularly in both the red and white. But here we can exile the top 4 cards of our library until the end of our next turn. We may play those cards. And essentially, every time that we cast a spell, so creature, doesn't matter, we can put a +1/+1 counter on target creature we control. So a great way to really beef up things like Seasoned Hallowblade and just keep making it bigger and indestructible. So things that you just got to remember from those pieces. Now, additionally here, we got some bounce mechanics. We got some ramp with Magda and a few other things going on with this deck. Very, very fun, very fast. Quick. Obviously it's an aggro deck, so that is the strategy, my friends. Again, really, really loading the board. As you can see, it's all creature based for the most part, minus Maul of the Skyclaves and Showdown of the Scalds, and this is a creature equipment kind of a thing. So very excited to play this here for you today. We're going to move into the quick cover of the deck list and then the sideboard, and then we'll go play some competitive Magic here. So first off, we got Giant Killer. This acts as a ability to remove some bigger creatures for us, clear a lane with its adventure with Chop Down, and then additionally we can have this enter the board and also tap creatures down. We have Usher the Fallen. So this is a new card from Kaldheim. It's got Boast. We can, when we attack in, we can pay 2 and create a 1/1 white human warrior token. Now, Boast, this ability can only happen if you attack with this creature. Then we got Fireblade Charger here. As long as it's equipped, it has haste, so a great way to drop on with Helvar. Additionally, when it dies, it deals damage equal to power to any target. We got Glass Casket, so we can remove creatures that have confirmed mana cost 3 or less. Seasoned Hallowblade, a 3/1 indestructible guy when we discard a card, but he also has got a tap. We got Shepherd of the Flock. So Usher the Safety here is a great ability to return target permanent we control to its owner's hand, or a 3/1. You can pop Showdown of the Scalds back to your hand and keep recasting. Lots of powerful things that you can do there. Magda, Brazen Outlaw is another new one from Kaldheim here. Other dwarves we control get +1/+0 whenever a dwarf we control becomes tapped, create a treasure token. Additionally, we can sacrifice five of those for an artifact or dragon card, put that card on the battlefield, then shuffle our library. Great way to go pull Helvar. Also, if we need to turn 3, we can ramp into this. So things to think about, we got Robber the Rich here, reach haste. Whenever it attacks, if the defending player has more than cards than us, we exile the top card, and then we can use mana as any color to cast that spell. We also have Shatterskull Smash, and again, these are still modal lands from Zendikar's Rising. It deals X damage, divide as we choose, among up to 2 target creatures and or planeswalkers. X is 6 or more. Shatterskull damage or smashing deals X twice X damage. Among them instead, we can have it enter tapped or pay 3. We got Maul of the Skyclave, so this enters, we can attach it to a creature, it gets +2/+2, has flying and first strike, 4 to equip. Now here's another new one, Raydane God of Worthy of the Worthy. It's flying, vigilance, snow lands our opponent's control enter the battlefield taps. Very important against snow decks. Non-creature spells our opponents cast with convert mana cost 4 or greater, costs 2 or more to cast. And then also we can have it come in as a legendary artifact, Protector's Shield. If a source an opponent control would deal damage to you or a permanent, we can prevent one of that damage. Additionally, if they target another permanent, you or another permanent you control becomes the target of a spell or ability, counter that spell unless they pay 1. So a nice way to beef up the payments there in terms of the spell cost. Skyclave Apparition, one of my favorite cards again from Zendikar Rising. So when this enters, we get to exile up to 1 target non-land, non-token permanent we don't control with convert mana cost 4 or less. When this guy leaves, our opponents create an XX blue illusion creature token where X was the convert mana cost of that exiled card. We talked about Halvar here and Sword of the Realms. So again, quick creature gets +2/+0, has vigilance. Whenever that creature dies, that's what we already mentioned. Return to its owner's hand. Additionally, creatures we control that are enchanted or equipped have double strike. Then at the beginning of each combat, we may attach aura, a target aura or equipment attached to target creature we control, to target creature we control. Showdown of the Scalds we also covered. And then last but not least, here is our mana base. We are running 22 lands, which is nice. Plus that gives us 25. Next, for the sideboard, my friends, we got Giant Killer. We already covered this. You're going to play this against other creature-based decks. This is going to be a good one against still some of the Gruul aggro decks. It's also nice, I would actually say, potentially in the mirror match when they start buffing their guys or they drop on Mull the Skyclaves, those kinds of things. Also great against Mono Green Stompy and great against some of the Sultai emergent decks that we're starting to see pop up again with some of the bigger creatures, those kinds of things, for instance. Then we got Glass Casket, works well against the mirror match, works well against mono red, works well against mono white. Aggro and Lifegain, also great against rogues. Shredded Sails here, great against mirror match, great against other decks that have flyers, again, similar. And then additionally also works well against the Gruul aggro decks that are still floating around. For great hedge, those kinds of things. Similar, and you're going to play this against anyone that's running a running snow decks. You want to slow them down with this. This is going to be a big one for you. And then also just anyone that's playing late game decks, control decks as well. I should have mentioned that before because we have non-creature spells our opponents cast with convert mana cost 4 or greater, cost 2 more to cast. So you can really, really slow down the pace of their late game as well. Then we got Bone Crusher, and also great against flyers. We have Bone Crusher here. You're going to play this against more aggro-based decks or creature-based decks. When you need to move something off, you're going to use it's instant adventure there with stop. Damage this turn also can't be prevented. Deals 2 damage to any target. And then whenever this guy, as a 4/3 body, becomes the target of a spell or ability, it deals 2 damage to that spell's controller. So those are good spots for you, and those ones, it works well against the Gruul aggro. It works great against mono red when you need to move things off the board. Other aggro decks I've ran into, Mardu Knights, Boros Knights, those kinds of things. Potentially, if you hit a cycle deck and you need to get something off there, that can help you too. Phoenix the Ash here, Flying Haste. We do have a ton of rogue decks still around. It is going to be something that's going to hang out through this cycle here, I think. But anyway, it's got Fire Breath for 3, so +2/+0. It's got Escape for 4, exile 3 other cards from our graveyard, and then it escapes with a +1/+1 counter on it. So those are good spots for it. It's also good again if you need to get over the top. Gruul, the Gruul decks a lot of times, but we got Mull Skyclaves as well. We're still going to run into things like Doom decks. This can work for Doom decks and a good spot for that. Last but not least, Ox of Agona, similar. Anything that you're going to run into a late game, this helps you though nonetheless. Also Rogues decks, ability to pull things back. Because you still just got to keep the pressure on fast. And then you could always go above the 60 and go to 75 card board, which I like to do once in a while. But here, this enters battlefield, discard our hand, draw 3 cards. We can. It's got Escape for 2, exile 8 other cards from our graveyard. Ox of Agonis escapes with a +1/+1 counter on it. So that's what we have Planeswalkers today in terms of the sideboard. So we'll talk about how we're going to match up in terms of aggro, the mid-range, and the late game now. So for the aggro matchup, we're actually going to move in Glass Casket. You can maybe run that if you run into some problems with some error, so mirror match, those kinds of things. This one's you're going to run against late game. You could use that for over the top if you needed to. Probably Bone Crusher Giant. So reality, I'd probably run these 5 maybe. So that's what I would look to do. I'd probably drop Giant Killer, and then I'd even consider cutting an Usher the Fallen, because you want to really hit hard. Because turn 2, you're going to be removing something off anyway, most likely. At least that's kind of my take on it. What else then you can take a look at in terms of moving out? So if we do go that 5, you could also remove Redain here, God of the Worthy as well. And that should kind of clear you up for what you need. So we're moving up actually a little bit, and also moving into the middle to really do a lot of damage. And then we just want to overwhelm and control the board that way. Then when we get to the mid-range matchup, these are going to be things like the Rakdos decks are still around. Jun's certainly becoming a thing, more of a thing, creatures, monster-based as well. So it's really going to be if they're more control-based or if they are more creature-based. And as I always like to say, you're going to kind of split it that way. I would move the creatures. You're probably going to actually keep the Giant Killer in that one. You may need the Glass Casket and the Bone Crusher as well. If you run into more creature-based, I would again consider those spots to potentially cut. Then when we get into more of the control side, you're actually probably going to want to run more of these, because then you can always, the nice thing is you can double up. You can play the Legendary Artifact or the God there, so you can prevent some of that flooding, which is really, really helpful. So keep those things in mind. Additionally, you may end up running Shredded Sails if they're running things like Maze Mind. And you may want to go Ox of Agonis just in case. Now, if that's the case, and what we need to do is move out some of these other cards, I'd move out Giant Killer. I'd move out Glass Casket. If you're not hitting those things, it does hit Croxer though. It may hit some of the other creatures that still might be in the way, like Mire Triton or some other things. There certainly are the Death Touch decks too, and so be careful of that. The other one I forgot to mention on the aggro is definitely going to be the Elves decks, green or Golgari as well. So keep that in mind. Because you may hit some of those, and you're going to want to run similar like we talked about as well. So mid-range, what I would probably move out is potentially the ones that aren't more creature-based focus. I'd probably pull those ones there. Those are a good spot for you, and then you're going to kind of slide up this way as well. So then next but last and not least, we got more of the late game decks. These are going to be control decks. You're still going to run into the Doom decks. There's certainly a lion's share of good Foretell decks right now. UW, you still got Yorion decks in there. I've seen Esper, I've seen Dimir, Control, all those things. And then good old Ugin decks as well. There's also the Tibalt one, so be careful of that. That one's more of like a turn 2 or turn 2 game over deck. So we'll see what happens with that one, but. Let's see what we got going on here. So late game, you're probably not going to run Giant Killer, probably not Glass Casket. You may need Shred Sails. You probably will run this, and then you may want to consider these. And then what I would look to do is probably move out Giant Killer, Glass Casket. You're going to certainly want to keep that on the board. You're going to want to keep that on the board. Those things, you may not hit anything with Skyclave, so that could be a consideration in terms of cutting. The other things I'd probably keep in here. So that should give you enough to get through. So Planeswalkers, that is the aggro, that is the mid range, and that is the late game lineup now in Kaldheim. Very excited about this. So let's go ahead and play some competitive Magic here today. Very, very pumped for this one. So let us hit it off, and we will go play some standard ranked with our number 2 ranked Boros Aggro deck. Again, this is by Jerry Thompson here. All right, now Planeswalkers, for those of you that skipped this portion of the video, we covered the deck list, we talked about the sideboarding. As always, huge thank you. Truly appreciate your support, so please feel free to subscribe down over there. Additionally, you can like the video if you like it. All right, and other great ways to support the channel down below in the description. All right, we'll keep this. We go first. I like it. I got to debate, though, because this is probably going to be a rogue deck. If I want to go season first, this is not going to be as good. So I'm banking it's a rogue deck. It could be a cycle deck as well. There's a ton of cycle decks going on. So we'll take that. I'm not going to put this one in yet. I'm going to go here first. Yep. Snowlands. Ooh, Foretell. A Lurrus Foretell deck. Now we'll put that one in. I don't really need the Fabled Passage, so that's going to be the one I'm going to pitch. Now, there's plenty of great Dimir stuff that you can play, too. Foretell cards are very, very interesting. We'll see. You know, I think it's actually pretty healthy so far from what I've seen, minus that Tybalt deck. We'll keep that one back in case they flash, because then I can tap it down. There we go. Do I want to keep that? I think I'm okay for right now. I'm going to leave that because I have that there. I could take it off though. If I take the Thought Thief off, do I have lethal? 5? No, I don't. I'll leave it up. That's a tough play there for me. There we go. So I'll probably kill that now. That's fine. So the good news is now we can hit both. I only need one mountain here. So we'll take this. Boom, we got it. Woo, took down a rogues deck right off the bat, my friends. Great way to start out with our Boros Aggro deck. So that's the first one. Let's go ahead and we'll jump into, I think, 2 more here today. We'll see in terms of best of 1. But I like to try and do 3, so let's go from there. Look at that guy. Boom. All right. On to the next one here. Very, very nice. Now, this deck is primarily a best of 3 deck. But I always, as you guys know, love taking these into best of 1 and playing both. You can take the main board and always play it in the best of 1 as well. We go first. I will certainly keep this. We don't have a turn 1 play, so we can keep the Temple of Triumph here. Maybe we can make a Robber of the Rich. This is probably going to be an Izzet Giants deck, given the sleeves. So we'll take a look at it. So that's another big one right now. I'm going to keep that. That is another big one right now, as I mentioned. Oh, nope, I missed on the Izzet. Oh, it's Gruul. It's going to be a Gruul deck. Need the double white. Hopefully we can hit a land. If we can hit a land, we'll be on just nice. Just nice and just right. There we go. All right, so the question here is, if I go maul twice, which I can do, we certainly will have lethal. So let's grab that. We'll have lethal. If they hit a red, I mean, it's going to be real tight here, my friends. We can get real aggressive, though, and have some fun with it. So they have to have 2 cards to make it lethal. They need the cleave. Oh, what is that? 9. Oh. We're sorry. Oh, we took the bet. We got it. Nothing like that was certainly luck, my friends. I could have waited though. I could have waited. I could play that differently, but we're good. We got it. We took the bet. I wish I could have said sorry. I couldn't hit the sorry button there. Terrible at the emotes because I usually keep those off. So let's go ahead in the next one. So we beat a Rogues deck, we beat a Gruul deck. You guys will see a lot, guys and gals, you'll see a lot of this stuff early out of the gate. I apologize for taking so long. I was getting all my cards for you. I've been grinding sealed. I've been grinding draft. Still a long ways away from getting a lot of these. I definitely crafted a ton here for this one. So I've worked really hard to get you guys this content as fast as I could. Certainly faster than I did, I think, the last time. So very excited about that as a free-to-play player, for sure, as much as I can be. Uh-oh. So we have a... I'll do this. Mono white Lifegain it is. I'm trying to think what I'm going to glass casket the speaker. I think I'm going to glass casket the speaker. We'll see if they trade. I can live with that. So 3 will go out of the worthy. So as long as there's no glass caskets or our buddy, we'll see, the spirit. No? Ooh. This is going to be a tough one. This will be a tough one. Let's then... That's what we needed. Oh, terrible. That is terrible. So bad. We thin, we hit all these lands anyway. I still think Mono White's probably one of the best. One of the best decks for best of one, for sure. That did not help. That did not help. If only I could draw that card right now. But it's not going to happen. Oh, I had vigilance. Whoops. My bad. Oh, it happens. It happens. Didn't matter. Wouldn't have made a difference on the match here. Good game. All right. So 2-1. So we played 3 of the old archetypes, actually, which is pretty interesting. So we played the Rogues deck. We beat them. We played the Gruul Aggro deck. We beat them, and then we lost them on a white. So pretty nice here. I think this one's going to be in a good spot in the meta for best of one. Felt well. You know, I'll kind of give an idea of where I think it sits, obviously at the end like I normally do, but it's gonna be kind of tough until we kind of get through some more of those decks. But with that said, let's go ahead now and jump into our best of 3, my friends. Traditional standard ranked play. Here we go with our number 2. Where are you? I made a bunch of these ones. Boros Aggro deck. By Jerry Thompson. Now, for those of you that just joined us here, for best of one, we went 2-1. We beat a Rogues deck, we beat a Gruul deck, and then we lost to a Mono White deck. So very healthy, very good, very fun. The other piece here is quickly, as always, big thank you. Appreciate your support, so please feel free to subscribe down over there, and you can support the channel by watching the video, obviously, but also liking it and subscribing. And also great ways to support down below in the description. Great ways for us to connect. While we wait here, as always, just a big thank you to you. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this. If you do have questions or comments, like I always say, let me know down below, and you can also hop in the Discord server. So waiting on our opponent, GPM 204 here. Very fast so far. That's certainly been an aggro deck. Let's see here. We've played not really anything control-y yet. Ooh, this is the best start I've had all day. Oh, so bad. So bad. Makes me sad. Makes me sad. We are going to have to mulligan that. This is not much better, but I will keep this. We have a turn 1 play if we want it. It's Rogues. Could be cycled. Cycle's certainly around again, so keep an eye out. But usually it picks up towards the end of the season. But it runs well. It still runs well. We'll keep this. We'll drop one of those. If it is a Rogues deck, we'll go Giant Killer into Seasoned Hellblade. Yes, it is. So we'll be sideboarding, like we mentioned. We'll pull in a lot of our escape guys. Now we can keep this. They shouldn't have anything. They can flash something in and block it. Yeah. But they're not going to be able to kill it. Now, we did beat that Rogues deck in best of one, so we'll see how we come back here. Now, if they missed a land, we'll take that Thought Thief off. Oh, nope. All right, there we go. That is going to be painful, though. We'll see. There's the guild. Oh, there's of One Mind again. Now, the Rogues deck recently has done very well in some tournaments again here. So not surprised, to be honest. Particularly when not a lot of the stuff from the new set's got a ton of graveyard play. Yes, I knew that was going to happen. We'll go grab one of these. Let's see what they got here. Let's see if we can steal some of their stuff. Do these two. Ooh, there we go. 3. I'm gonna take it off the board. I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. So we can pull Magda. We can attack in for 5. I gotta get some creatures on the board here, though. Lots of lands. Lots of lands. Oh. Let's go thin. Tap that guy down. Gonna block anyway. I'm gonna keep the giant killer up to keep Season Hellblade down. Here's where we could use some castles. It's no 3 counters, hopefully. Go. Ooh. Let's see what we got going on here. We are in a top deck frenzy here. If we can get Scald, unanswered, we'll be in a good spot. We got a lot of mana, and a lot of mana on the board. So we'll see though. We can do this. I'll keep that one there for now. We'll move them all off it into Fireblade after this. Let's kill it. There they go. We can get our friends. Alvar, God. We'll see. We'll see. Big top deck battle. I think I'm still behind though at the moment. Ooh, let's see here. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all I need. Oop, not that one. What? Did it not? 3. Oop. 4. 5. 2, 3. They got a counter, they're good. Nice. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. We did it. We did it. We came back. We came back, my friends. So let's see here. We certainly want Glass Casket in. I like the Bone Crushers. Giant Killers we don't need. Usher the Fallen's not terrible, but I want to get these in and these in. So let's drop that. Block's good. I'm gonna drop Magda. Go with do that. I like that. All right, let's try this. Feel a little bit lighter on our one drop. We got Escape. Let's see how it goes. GPM 204. All right, we got a white. That's all we need. The double red. Ooh, lots of red. Lots of red. We will be taking the Rune Crab off the board. Yes, my friends. That's called. Oh. Ooh, Cling. Cling it is. Let's see what they play. Alright. I'm gonna put Seasoned on first. I need that white source. Ooh. Alright, let's see if we can get away with it. That should be a counter. Ooh, if we get that on the board, we'll be very lucky. Be very lucky. There it is. Took them long enough. Alright, we're gonna hang on to that Shatter Skull smashing now. There's the end of the story. Ooh. We're gonna go for it. They need 2 kill spells to take Hellblade off. Could have it. Oh, Scald. So I can get that to 4. Block 2. It's gonna be real close. Depending on what they play here. They could certainly flash in a 2/3 flyer guy. Don't have enough. That's fine. I could go another one of those too. Don't want to do that though. Let's play this out. Probably going to be a kill spell there. Yeah. Oh, I got too many cards. Too many cards. Now, if we wouldn't have flexed, we could have pulled Phoenix back. Could have took the 2. Had to try it. Oh, it'd be nice to hit an Ox. Would be nice. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. I'll take it. We can get some through. We're gonna get some through. I'll take it. Can keep killing my Phoenix. Ooh, getting closer. Might want to hit that Phoenix, the other one, though. Oh, man. How many do we have left? 29. Halfway through. There, they got it. There's our Ox. No need to pump Phoenix. They might have another... Might have another one, though. Cling to dust. We'll see. We'll see. 5 versus my 2. Alright, I'll take it. Let's... Well, nothing we can have is going to hit it right away, so let's go right through. Take that off. Three, four. Oh, they're going to be real close. Could have played that differently too if we wanted to, I guess, but... we'll do that. Or to pull the Ox. You have lethal on the board. Or they can get Ox out of there. Not gonna be able to refill. What are you doing? What are you doing, GPM 204? Let's see here. We don't got much we can do. We got two things right now. Minus, I mean, on the board stuff, but... oh, 13 minutes. Ooh, you are eating the time, my friend. Eating the time. Do I let you do that? I don't think so. I think we do this. So you're gonna double hit it. Now, it's going to cost you everything to get Ox out of there. And you have to block the Phoenix, which will then give me my Phoenix back. And you will be out of mana. Perfect. All right. But you got a little bit more life back. Not much, though. And what do you have here? You have 5. So the smart play is 1, 2, 3. I think we do this. I think we do that. It's a lot of kill spells. Two, three, 4, 5. Uh-oh. Under 12 minutes. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Wall mage? No. Kill 2 guys. Alright, we'll keep going. That's fine. Let us top deck at Bone Crusher. I don't know. Let's see how many we have. It's possible, I think, huh? Let's see. There's some in there. There's some in there. Bone Crusher for the win? We'll see. Certainly it's going to be close. Certainly going to be close. What do they have? They got enough to hit docks. I just need a Bone Crusher. So what are my odds right now? They're pretty good. They're very good. They have... Alright. No counter available. None. No counter. Yes. This is also game for us right here. So we will take out that. Boom, we got it. Yes. Ha ha ha. Rogues no more. All right. Whew. Long match. We're still running into that stuff, you guys. A lot of stuff from Zendikars, but I mean, people want to play competitive, and it still takes a while. You guys saw me. I mean, sorry. Sorry it took me so long. All right, let's go ahead here, and we'll play our next one. We'll do one more best of 3 here. So we'll get it all in today. I like that art. That's cool. All right. Rico X. Ooh. All right. So took down that one. Ooh, we got a Yorion deck. View browser. We will play first. I will keep this. So we won't have a turn 3 playlist right now. So I will do this. Ooh, there we go. The Boros. Interesting. Interesting. Do this. I'm gonna save the Scalds for right now. Get rid of that. And let's load up. Oh! So we'll get the counters. Get the counters. Oh, they're gonna hit it. Oh, that's fine. So let's do this. We'll do that. Oof. Oof, oof. I'm surprised it didn't hit the Scalds, but that's fine. That's fine. We'll get one more crack at it. So it's probably gonna blow the whole thing up. Gar or whatever, Doomscar deal. We'll keep that one back. They do though. We do have lethal with Fireblade. So they need a land. They did a land. Let's see here. Jeskai control. Jeskai Yorion control here. All right. What are we gonna hit? Yeah, there it is. Double strike. We can do double strike. We can do double strike. We don't need that though. Let's do this. Keep the one. So here's where you can get that going back. We'll see. Yes, no casket, but he can play his flyer. Oh. We need that Bone Crusher that's not in the main board. Digging for those exile answers. Oh. There, they found it. They found it. I could just get the 1-drop guy too, and that would be perfect. We're going to have him at 1, and we're going to get stuck, is what's going to happen. Yeah, it is going to happen. Just watch. Now they're at 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go to 6. I don't have another red though. Oh, this is painful. So painful. I'm gonna make them finish me off though, because they're gonna burn the time, and then hopefully we'll go into a better match. So we're gonna have to be very careful here. This is gonna be a tough match. As long as they have all the answers, which it looks like they do, to hold things down. We don't have any protection. It's a big problem. Lots of nice little stacks. Lots of nice little stacks. Not bad. Not a bad deck. I'm gonna take that thing. Do I take the showdown off? I'm gonna take the other Skyclave. How many cards do they have? 44? We'll take the Skyclave. Not gonna matter. They got to their end game. They got exactly to where they needed to be. So everything past 4. So this is where we're gonna need that flyer. It's too bad it didn't hit exile too. We're at 25. They're at 22. And we get to see their entire deck. Great. They actually have lethal right here.
Strike with the cunning mind of the dragon.
Oh, the pain. All right. So we need to figure out how we can be a little bit faster here. Artifacts. They have a few of those, so we can play those. This isn't going to help. This will help with the Yorions. This helps on the 3-drop. Maybe we try in the air. I think we drop those. Get the caskets out of the way. I feel like this is going to be a tough one anyway. Drop that, drop that. I think 3. We got a lot of 3 slot here, huh? 2 there. Go 1 and 1. There we go. Let's try that. That's so we can get the apparitions off and at least get our guys back. Oh. Oh. Not a fun one. Not a fun match. Too long. Very long. And we got him to 1. That's so painful. So painful. That's alright. We'll finish out. Finish out strong. What did we do? 2 and 1 and best of 1. We beat Rogue's deck twice. So it only happens. We'll play first. And what do we got here? We do have 2. So I can keep this. Need that turn 1 play though, man. Not our thing today. All right, here we go. Could have certainly used a land. Could have used a land. Now they're set. They're at 3. They have everything that they need. Oh, the pain. Still no land. Nice move. Very nice move. That's painful. That is so painful. I don't have anything that can hit him either.
Honor the past, meditate with me.
Need to sky mall. That helps. That's not gonna help. I gotta do this. We'll get this thing off.
I will miss you, friend.
Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Doomscar it is. Let's see, what do we want to do here? We'll do that. We'll do this. There we go. Now remember, they're the ones that play with the good old life gainer guys, enchantments that they can blink in. So I can go Fireblade. I can put the sword. Ooh, there we go. That'll still be good. They got the glass casket they can use. So what do we do here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need a land. Probably have one. Maybe. I gotta think. If we take that off, what can they pull back? They don't have anything. Well, they could pull Skyclave back. So that doesn't matter there. Can't hit that. They can blank that. Nothing we could do. Nothing we could do. That's a bummer. We got picked apart there pretty good. We got picked apart, my friends. Do we struggle? We struggle. That's what we do. Oh, it's a bummer. We got a 1/1 back. Oh, there they go. At least they're playing it right. Ooh. Did we do it? Let's do it. See if we can find anything. right, let's see here. Oh, there they go. And we'll take this one off. Get our 4/4 back. All right, Planeswalkers, that is all for today. Good fun nonetheless. These matches, man, they take a long time. I swear with Zendikar's Rising, like everything has like doubled or tripled in time of match. Anyway, it's all good. Great fun today. So to recap here, so for best of one, we'll get here in a second. So let's go ahead and check out the deck. So to recap today, my friends, we played Jerry Thompson's number 2 Boros Aggro deck. So this is primarily a best of 3 deck. So in recap here, best of one, we went 2-1. We beat if I recall, we lost the mono white Lifegain. We beat a Rogues deck and we beat a Gruul aggro deck. And then in best of 3, we beat a Rogues deck again, and then we lost that Jeskai Yorion deck there with a nice little blank going on and some fun with the modal cards there. So great to see that. Played really nicely. Couple things just felt a little weak, like to your own target, so just something to be careful of. Obviously this card does help there. Very interesting nonetheless. Additionally, no life gain really in this deck too, which can be problematic. Even though it is an aggro, we got to put that pressure on early on, but some nice things to kind of consider there. Really enjoyed this. Certainly, the meta is going to kind of unfold here over time. Best of one, this is going to be, in my opinion, probably a better deck for a couple of reasons. One, we know that both white and red are already strong going into it. I think it's really ripe for a nice Boros Aggro deck like this. Showdown of the Skalds is very powerful when you get it. We got to see it, not only me using it, but my opponents get to use it as well today. So I would say this one has more of the tier 1 potential, maybe not this particular one, but this kind of archetype with the Boros Aggro. Certainly a tier 2 deck. And then when we get into the best of 3, honestly, again, even though it's number 2, I think this is probably, again, things are going to settle down. Aggro is always a little bit stronger out of the gate, in my opinion. Probably going to be somewhere in the middle of the pack. So probably tier 2 would be my guess. So Planeswalkers, hope you guys enjoyed it. Really had a lot of fun with this one today. We got to see a lot of cool things, and it was awesome to beat those 2 Rogues decks. So Planeswalkers, if you do have questions or comments, let me know down below. Happy to help. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. First ones for Kaldheim, so very excited about this. I got to keep collecting those cards for you guys, though. I got a lot missing still, and I got to try and save some of my craft fodder here. So with that said, Planeswalkers, you guys stay safe, take care. We got a lot more stuff coming your way here for Kaldheim. Always appreciate your feedback, so please let me know. Feel free down below. Also, feel free to hop on the Discord server. And lastly, huge thank you. As always, please feel free to subscribe to the channel down over there to stay up to date. Like the video. You can like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Twitch. All right, Planeswalkers, lots of things coming your way. Stay safe, stay tuned, and until next time, Mythras out.